Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program 2. This is episode 4. We are working on a mission to the moon. This is our return lander guy. One thing I thought about is we need to land with this. Use some fuel and then also get back. I wish we had I guess we could do decouplers. Maybe we could cut into some of this fuel. Yeah, we'll just go for it. I don't think it's a big deal. As long as this gets or lands on the moon with minimal fuel. I think we could use some of this fuel to kind of get there and land, and then drop it right before we actually hit the ground. So 5,000 is plenty. I think that's kind of like the total we wanted to go with. Even 3,800 is more than we need. We really just need enough to land. And there is an image I want to find and show. So this one right here. We're going to the moon, so we need 580 to land on the moon from a circular orbit. So that should be plenty there. 310 to get into a circular orbit from an elliptical encounter. 860 to get to the moon from Kerbin orbit, and then it's the same in reverse. So we have the 1600, so that's 800, 1600 to get back into a circular orbit around Kerbin. So we don't need it as much. We could just kind of directly hit Kerbin from the moon. So I think from here we'll want a stage with 1,000 or so, and that should be plenty to get us from I guess an encounter with the moon down to the surface, no problem. So I'll aim for that, and then we'll go ahead and add the extra like 4,000 or so to get to the moon from the surface of Kerbin. So with that, we can get rid of a little bit of this. We don't need it too big. So we're at 2,000. So we'll go to 3,000 or so. A little bit more. So we'll use this one. That should be enough. There we go. That's perfect. We don't want too much. And do I want to go with a bigger one? I think I'll just do this. Go for the extra tall thing, and 5,500, so 2,000. Is that what it was? Yeah. So we need an extra 4,000 from here, so we want to bring it up to 7,000, which is a lot. Way more than we need, and that is going to be too small. So what we're gonna do, where is it? Utility? Nope. Coupling structures, there we go. We're gonna go with medium. Go with the medium there. That should be 1.32, and that's about 7,000. If I add one more, 1.1, 7,000. So that should get us into orbit and towards the moon, onto the moon, and back. Do we want to add boosters just for fun? Yes, we do. This is going to give us way more than we need. And there's no money in this version, so why not? I Every time I use the right mouse button, it gets messed up. Alright, let's do that. Bring this up a little bit. Right there. Good enough. 8,000. Overkill. That's okay. Moon Lander, save, launch. Alright. Let's see what happens. Let's put this one in here. So shoot those off, get rid of that. Always good to do your staging on the launch pad. Even better if you could do it in flight. No signs there, so we'll just skip the countdown and go for it. So we're gonna go straight up. I guess just for fun, we'll cut back on the throttle and slowly tip over, just so we can start to go in the right direction. What is this? Nothing new. I hope that's something that gets changed, where you can adjust the experiments that get shown, because I don't want to see the same experiments every time that gain 0 science, because they don't matter to me anymore. I've already done them, I've already researched it, nothing new there, so I don't want to see them. So our apoapsis is at 9, our ground altitude is almost 7 now, almost out of fuel, so I will go ahead and throttle up in a second. Go, and no more boosters. We are clear. So I will start to tilt over. Once we get into orbit, I will go ahead and go to the map and check it out. And try to get a decent encounter with the moon. We are not tracking any missions, so I will go back to mission control and track those missions that we want. I think there were just 2. It was land on the moon and also plant a flag, so I can do both of those if I just land on the moon with the Kerbal, which we have Bob here. Didn't we lose Bob last time, or was it Bill? I thought we lost Bob. I don't know, I'll have to go back and look. We definitely lost somebody in episode 1 or 2, maybe even 3. I don't know. It's been a couple days since I last played, and episode 1 is released right now. So if you've commented on episode 2 or 3, sorry I missed it. So yeah, our apoapsis is at 72. We're at 50, so I'll just go ahead and tilt all the way over. This will bring us up, and we'll go ahead and get nice and circular. So moon is way over here. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. So we will get into a circular orbit for sure before we launch off from around here. All right, so apoapsis is in minute 14 and staying, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. So we have this stage here to get us to the moon, kind of landed mostly on the moon. It's gonna be another experiment that I don't need. Do I want to wait a little bit? Yeah, we'll wait. We'll kind of get to here. We'll time warp there. Go ahead and set that. I don't want to get my apoapsis too high, because right around here we want to be as close to Kerbin as possible so we can shoot off towards the moon. Alright, we will go ahead and fire away. What is that? Oh, that's... we set the target to the moon, so that's the anti-target. Alright. So we want that right there. Perfect. So somewhere around here, create a maneuver. Not time warp yet. I'm gonna go ahead and extend that out towards the moon. There we go. And moon. So we want to do it a little bit later. Right about there? What's that periapsis? 72. 827. Alright, so I'm not even going to worry about fine-tuning it. I'm just going to go for that, because that won't even use all our fuel to get to that point. At least the fuel from that stage. So we are good there. We're going to point at the maneuver. Do I want to adjust anything else? I think that's okay. Alright, so 27 second burn. We will start it in, I guess, as soon as we point in the right direction, because we can start it right about now. Really doesn't matter too much. We got lots of fuel, so we can be a little bit inaccurate with our burns and burn times. Alright, so we are pointed in the right direction now. Go ahead and get rid of that, because we're just going to focus on the moon. I don't need a maneuver node since I already started in the wrong spot. And any second now, we'll go ahead and slow down. Just one tick of stuff. Do we want to go slower? That's fine. So what we're going to do is go ahead and time warp to there. Do I have solar panels? I don't think I put any solar panels. Oops. Any experiments? Nope. Are we in the sphere of influence yet? Not yet. Is there anything out here? Nope. So yeah, no solar panels. We do have the alternators in the engines, but that was a slight oversight. Hopefully we don't run out of electric charge. We only use 2 on the way here, so we'll just basically land and leave, because yeah, we don't need to do anything else. Let's create a maneuver plan, because I think I'm going to run out of fuel on this one. 127. We are not. So go ahead and time warp there. What is this? Ooh, data. Transmit? No, we don't have the electric charge to transmit anything. Okay, we want to slow down. Let's stop there. Start burn. And we'll just do it as soon as we are pointed in the right direction. So we want to land somewhere in here. And we'll try to land in the sun. Not that we have solar panels, but yeah, I just want to be able to see what I'm doing. So we're at 42 charge. I'm pretty sure those smaller engines we have do also have an alternator. I hope. So our electric charge should go up. Yep, there we go. Engine is on. So I'll go ahead and burn this as much as I can. 4,000 might be too low. So we will increase that just a little bit so we can land somewhere over here. takes forever to turn this thing. 68 delta V. Electric charge is at 44. That would have been one nice thing to have, is just extra battery. Or a way to get electric charge without running the engines, because I don't want to run out. Alright, so we'll burn up to, I don't know, like 15. Let's just make it a safe 20. How about 18? And then we'll time warp to there. And we'll go ahead and start our burn to get down onto the moon. And that should be okay. We'll probably have to do another burn. I mean, we definitely will, but we'll see. What is this? More science? Just data. 96 if we return back. No, we could actually transmit all that if we had the electricity. Alright, so if we do this, that's gonna bring that down. Periapsis. Alright, so from here, we can go ahead and stage. And then stage again. There we go. And yeah, we have 1,000 delta V to get us in the right spot. And we don't even really need to be in a good spot. So let's just go for it. We'll go ahead and go to here. Time warp. Hopefully everything goes well. That's a little too close. We'll go ahead and put the landing legs out. We don't need it quite so early, but that's okay. And from here, I guess we'll just try to land here. Since we got the delta V for it, we can just full blast for as long as we need. I mean, not as long as we need, but enough to get us in this black area. Not zoom in every time. Thank you. Okay, zoomed in again. Those landing legs get me every time. They did that in Kerbal Space Program 1. Are they always look like they're backwards? But I don't think they are. Alright, so that's going to hit the ground, and we're going to hit the ground if we don't do anything. Alright, so from here, we'll go ahead and start the engine and decouple at the same time. And we'll just keep pointing retrograde. We'll watch our altitude. Our surface speed is 175, so that's fine. And I guess from here, we'll slow down to pretty slow so we can land without hitting the ground. Surface speed is 80, altitude is 1800. And I mean, I guess from here I can ditch this stage. I kind of want to get as close as possible. Use as much delta V from here. So maybe we get to around 400, 300. Zero out our surface speed. And then ditch it. We'll see. Should have quick saved. There we go. So that one should crash into the ground. I do have ladders. Hopefully I did that all right. And then, all right, we do have power. We'll slow down a little bit. make sure we're pointing up. Or retrograde. Alright, that one blew up. And we should hit... I hit around 3 meters per second or so. Somewhere pretty slow. Yeah, and we got 1900. 2.9. Point up. Alright, there we go. We did get the thing. Let's go ahead and save here. So we have 120 data. We're going to EVA. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and reload that one because that was not supposed to happen. Quick save. Load. We should be on the surface. We shouldn't eject out. Maybe if I turn this off. Alright, that's fine. Got that. Are you going to eject out again? Alright, there we go. That's better. So if we come down here, I guess we'll let go. Float to the bottom. And we'll get the science. And then as soon as that's done, I think we'll plant the flag. And we'll also check on mission control to see what else we can do. So we got 108 samples, 156 data. Did I click on you? Run crew observation, plant flag. First Mun Landing. There we go. Close that out. And then we will head back up. Yeah, we'll head in first, and then from there... that's how you're gonna do it? Okay, I had to grab on every time. Boarding a vessel has added new research reports. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll save again. Tracking mission control, not tracking station. First dibs we got, so we can submit that for 100. I don't want to read it. One small step, we'll get that for 300. Close that. Lunar signal, find the source of the mysterious signal on the moon. I guess I should have thought about landing there first. Escaping Kerbin, exit Kerbin's gravitational sphere of influence, we could do that. Lonely satellite, orbit Kerbin with a probe core, antenna, and solar panel. I think we have one of those already around the moon. We could hop out of the moon and then hop back. Or just make a new one. I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's go to tracking station. We'll go back to our lander. We'll control it. We'll check the map. So you're actually... I don't know how much that's going to use. I think we're going to save that for another day. So now I need to figure out which way is home. I want to go on this closer side of the moon and shoot out back. So where is Kerbin? Oh my god. Please close. I don't see Kerbin. Was it? Okay, so I just can't see it. So the sun is that way. If I'm pointing towards the sun, I want to go to the right. Where's the flag? Does that... No, it doesn't say. So sun, which could be any direction. Another way to do it is that way's north. So we want to go west, which is this way. All right, so if I push down, it should be okay. Is that the right way? Let's see. That's not the right way. Well, I guess we could just shoot off that direction. Where's our apoapsis? 12? 15? We'll do 20. And then from here, we'll create a maneuver node. I don't know which way is actually the most efficient to get off of here. Okay, it's definitely that way. So I got lucky. And from here, 360, 500. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that because we used 400-ish. Was it? Or was it 100? Less? I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. Or tell the other people in the comments how much we actually used. So yeah, we'll just do this burn and head back towards home. We still have electric charge. I hope I remembered heat shields and parachutes and all that important stuff. Let's see. Heat shield, good. Parachute, good. Bob is on board, good. I think we're okay. So from here, we can just go ahead and start. I do hear the engines. I was like, I don't hear anything, but just because I was talking. We'll close that. And we'll see where this takes us. We just want to basically exit the moon sphere of influence. And then we're going to get closer, closer, closer. That should be good. And we'll end up about here. And then we can go retrograde from there. So we'll time warp. Okay, change the camera on me, that's fine. And retrograde there. Lots of movement with the small thing. Alright, so from here, we'll get this to about, oh, I don't know, 30. And we'll time warp to here. We'll just go ahead and stay pointing retrograde. 2,000 meters per second. What are we at now? 535? Well, let's get to about here. And I'm just going to use the rest of the fuel to slow us down, just in case. Because I'm always paranoid about burning up. Even though we have a heat shield, it doesn't really matter. We got the fuel, so we might as well use it. I don't know how NASA does it. They probably plan things a little bit better than I do. And they know exactly what's going to happen when they hit the atmosphere, and they won't have much fuel to spare other than for emergencies. But yeah, we just wing it here. Alright, so we're at 125. And yeah, we're on a direct course to the ocean. I guess that's fine. I don't think I screwed myself over by shooting straight down into the atmosphere. We'll see. I don't know if that's the right move or not. Now I'm worried. Get rid of that. And best of luck, Bob. Hopefully we'll see you on the surface in one piece. Alright, we'll keep zooming in, or not zooming in, speeding up because I don't want to wait forever. I have the habit of slowing down when I hit atmospheres and parachutes going and all that stuff, just because KSP 1 did have issues there. I don't know if KSP 2 does, and I'm probably going to continue to compare the two forever. At least until I... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I love the clouds. And I am playing on max settings, just in case anybody cares. Much lower than I thought. But we got our parachute out. We're okay. How much science do we have? 264. So we got a decent amount. I guess what I could have done to save some energy was turn the lights off. But we made it, so we're okay. And we are landed. Well, almost landed. Now we're landed. Vessel is recoverable. Recover vessel. Confirm. 56, 40, all that other stuff. We'll go to the KSC. What was the training center? Oh, okay. Not for me. Or it is for me. I thought it was for one of our Kerbins. Mission control. We're okay there. Research. We got 965. So fuel lines is something I want. Always. And what was our next... research? Not research. What was our next move? I think it was just kind of an intermittent thing. Oh yeah, get to the moon signal, which we could do with the same exact spaceship. Perfect circle we can do, same spaceship, or an even easier one. We can do that with that lonely satellite and also escape Kerbin all in the same one. So these three can be done with a probe, and this one will be done, I guess, with another probe. I don't think it really matters. Unless we want more science with a Kerbin. Kerbal? With a Kerbal there. So yeah, this one's a little bit of a longer episode. I'm gonna probably start designing my ships and do a little time lapse instead of doing it live. So let me know what you think of that. I think the next episode or two will not be... I won't be caught up yet, so yeah, just let me know your thoughts anyways, and I can adjust it for future episodes. So that's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, just hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.